If you are still working at a toxic job, I want to offer you 3 tips that may help you not tell those people at your job how you really feel, how you really feel about them, how you really feel about that job, showing them a different side of you. If you are in a situation at the job where you're not able to leave that toxic job yet, okay, I'm going to offer you 3 tips that might be helpful for you. And these are tips that I used for myself when I was at a toxic job. And also, this is a strategy that I use with a lot of my Black women clients who are still working in a toxic job. If you don't know me already, I'm Dr. Kamani. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, a toxic job survivor, but more importantly, I'm a toxic job liberator for Black women. So these are the 3 tips that I want to offer you if you are still in a toxic job and there's some crazy stuff going on at the job, and you really want to tell some people how you really feel, but you want to remain composed. You want to keep your job for the time being. You don't want to fall into the stereotype about the angry Black woman, even though there's probably things at that job that you are justified in feeling angry, but we know what happens when we express anger. So I want to share with you these 3 tips that might be helpful for you. One is, as you are going to work, think about, and if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in God, pray to God or pray to your higher power. What is it that you need for yourself to make it through that day? So I call this like your spiritual armoring. I did an interview recently with my Spelman sister, Dr. Gia, who's also a licensed clinical psychologist, and she talked about some biblical verses that may be helpful. So I will put that video in the description section. So think about, what is it that you need as you are coming into that space? You need protection? Do you need discernment? Do you need clarity? Do you need what is it that you need? Okay, so that's a spiritual armoring that you may need. But also, I want to offer you about psychological armoring, and that is the self affirmations you can say to yourself as you're at the job. So some crazy making may be happening. You might be seeing some shady stuff happening. You may see or experience microaggressions, which are really not microaggressions, but really blatant things that are happening to undermine you in some way or to make you look some kind of way, usually in a negative way. So if that's happening, you have a history of that happening in the workplace, think about what type of positive words can you say to yourself that will get you through the day. Okay, it's like a temporary thing that will get you through the day. It's like a band-aid that will get you through the day. So is it, I got this? I'm going to be here temporarily because I'm making my exit plan. What is it that you can say to yourself to help yourself go through the day? Or it might be reminding yourself how dope you are, because you are dope. The fact that you are making it in this environment, the fact that you even got that job, the fact that you were able to do so many other things outside of this job, you are dope. Even though the environment might be questioning you or making you feel that you're less than, you are not. You are not. That's a reflection of a toxic work environment. It's that they try to make you feel like you're less than, but you are more than. And that's why people are responding to you in that way, because they're intimidated by you in so many different ways. So remember your worth, remember what you're bringing to the table. Do not give your power away by seeking external validation from insecure people in the workplace. Okay. So that's tip number 1. So the spiritual and the psychological grounding. Number 2, think about maybe a song that might help. You can even play the song in your mind as as you're in the workplace and stuff might be happening. You might be playing a song in your head. For me, I used to play songs on my way to the job, and then I would play songs at the job, and I would pray at the job. So for me, what it looked like was, on my way to the job, I would listen to a lot of positive music, a lot of Jill Scott. One of the songs she talked about was um, going places and staring monsters in their face. And that's exactly how I felt. So I felt like Jill was with me as I was driving into work. And as I was at the job, I would pray, particularly when I would have meetings with the workplace bully. I would pray that I would be able to stay focused and just listen to what she's saying in terms of what she's asking of me, and to stay focused on that. And all the other stuff, be like, okay, this is more data, more confirmation. I need to get out of here. So again, I would pray every time I would have a meeting with her, just so could stay focused on what she was trying to say, because she was all over the place in terms of what she was saying. It was crazy. But anyway, so that was one thing. The other thing I would do was when she would act up in some way, I would think about this Big Sean song. Okay. So I'm not going to tell you the name of it because it is inappropriate in many ways. But I used to think about this Big Sean song, and I would like just play it in my head. Like I'm looking at her like, but I'm playing a Big Sean song in my head. So think about, is there a song that you can think about in your head as you're at the job that will keep you temporarily from telling them how you really feel? Because you want to get your plan together. Ideally, you want to get your job exit plan together. So you leave on your terms. So you leave when you're ready, when you have other things in place, when you have another job, when you have other professional opportunities. You want to just up and leave and just go off on people and tell them how you really feel. If they want to see the angry Black woman, you're like, okay, I'm going to show you the angry Black woman. The hope is that you're able to do certain things that will help you temporarily deal with certain things, manage certain things, so that again, you leave on your terms and you get your own exit plan together, so you don't go off and maybe your professional reputation is, impacted in a negative way, or you don't want that to happen. Okay, ideally. So that's another thing. The third tip that I want to offer to you, and this is something that I've done and that I also talk to my Black women clients about, is can you make your home a sanctuary space? So what that means is when you get home, can you please limit or not even talk about your job at all? Because your home hopefully is your sanctuary space. So if you work from home, is it maybe at the end of your workday, can you not talk about your job, or time limits it? Like, I'm only going to talk about my job after I clock out for 30 minutes, an hour. That's it. Because what you don't want to happen is that your job starts invading your home. And so that will impact your ability to really rest and really have that clarity and not be in that toxicity, not inviting that toxicity into your home. So if you can make your home a sanctuary space, that is very important, because you're going to need some release from all that toxicity that you're taking at that job. And what I'm talking to you about are some temporary things to help you, right? Because as you go into the workplace, so many times we are masking in the workplace. So I'm talking to you about temporary short-term things you can do. I'm not encouraging you long-term to do this, because it's not healthy for you. And so some things might happen if you continue to do this for years and years and years without having an exit plan in place. My hope is that these tips will help you in the short term as you get your exit plan together. I cannot stress that enough, as you are getting your exit plan together. So again, these are 3 tips that I use for myself when I was in a toxic job that I resigned from. But I want to offer these to you too, because many of us, you watching this, you may not be able to just leave your job. Okay. And so I want to also be a resource to everyone, every Black woman who's in a toxic job. I want to be a resource to you, whether you're at the continuum of, girl, help me get out of here, to, you know what, I'm thinking about, I don't like this place, but I'm scared, I don't know what to do. I want to be a resource to you as well. So my videos might be a resource or helpful for those of you who are still in a toxic job and you're really trying to sort things out, and even considering the possibility of pivoting to something different. Okay. And again, I'm saying pivoting to other professional opportunities because I know we need money to pay our bills and to survive. So I'm talking about pivoting to other professional opportunities. So if you are looking for resources, I have resources available to you. I have them all listed in the description section of this video. So I'm not going to take a long time to go into it because I have other work duties to do today on my own because I have my own business. So I wanted to share these things with you. I hope that they resonate with you or are helpful to you. If you can share these with other Black women that might be in a toxic work environment, that would be helpful as well. So I'm signing off. And as you're watching this video, please give this video a thumbs up because it lets YouTube know to suggest this video to other Black women who may be in similar situations, because so many of us have a history of toxic jobs, unfortunately, because of racism and sexism. But I want us to know that we will persevere. And I also want to know that we are planners and we can get our act together and get our plans together and get out of these toxic jobs that don't deserve us, okay, that are harming us, they don't deserve us. So give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so and turn the notification bell. And I will see you later. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.